Joined in studio right now by Lavitika from the band Zombie Barbie. Go ahead.
That's right. No, that's right. Zombie Barbie, man. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, because you're here in the U.S. You're doing a pretty much a radio promo tour at this point.
Yeah.
And this is what, your second time in the U.S.?
Yeah, I was here and sorry, I'm a bit sick. I've got one of those little honey lozenges in my mouth. Makes me sound a bit funky. I was here, in February. I recorded Zombie Barbie and some other tracks with Jeff Blue, who produced Korn and Linkin Park, and he's awesome. So, yeah, that's what I was doing. Get to check out LA. Definitely, it was quite nice, but it was not as glamorous as I thought it would.
LA never is.
Yeah.
How's the culture change been for you? Because obviously growing up and being in Australia, coming to the U.S., how big is the difference?
Yeah, well, you think like it being a Western country that it might be, that it would be fairly similar. And yes, in many ways it is, but there's definite cultural differences as well. Like, I feel like the American way of talking is much more polite, it's much more sweet, which is good. But I mean, in Australia, they're just much more straightforward, like with everything they say.
Just blunt about it.
Just blunt. They'll just be like, yeah. Like I've noticed, like guys here try and like sweet talk way more. In Australia, they'll just be straight out. They'll be like, "Hey, love, you want to go home?" Like, whereas like here, they're just like, "Oh, you look really beautiful." Like it's really
the warm up.
Yeah, the warm up. It's hilarious. So.
And you're speaking about the talking and what have you. Obviously, being from Australia, you have an accent, but when you sing,
yeah.
I've always wondered that. You hear like Ozzy Osbourne and other artists who have come from Australia, you hear them talk. Is there just something like, what is that?
Well, with me, I don't know what it is. It's like, you're so right though. Unless it's kind of like maybe rap, sometimes you can hear, like if you listen to Aussie hip hop. But with me, and with most artists, I don't know, it just goes. It's like the magic of music takes over and then your accent's gone. And it's like, because like I said, music's like a universal language, and there you go. So, and your accent goes as well.
It goes with it. I was reading, you were a former psychology student. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How do you make that jump from doing that into being the lead singer of a band?
Well, for me, like music is psychology. Like music has always been my way of dealing with things in my life. My music's completely real, and lyrics can be encouraging, and they can really touch people on such a deep level. And for me, my lyrics, I like to really tap at the inner humanity of who we are and what we're about. And so it ties in well for me. I think it's the ultimate therapy, really.
And Zombie Barbie, kind of in the same vein in what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, for me, the song's about being who you are and not being affected by, pressures of society. So with the zombie side, representing being dead to who you are, and the Barbie is a representation of, superficial ideals being forced onto you, and, therefore you not feeling like you can be who you are. And it's just a cool visual way of expressing that. But if you read the lyrics, it makes more sense in total, yeah.
And visually, what a video you put together for the thing. Where was the concept and the creation of that?
Well, I got to sit down with Nima Nabila, the director, who has directed a lot of awesome music videos for artists like Justice Crew and Demium, and it's quite different to me. So he was like, this is a cool challenge. He's like, he was down with it. Like, I found out about him through my photographer, and we just sat down and we discussed all the details. And then one of the other guys that worked on the music video, he produced the Wolverine movies and the Mad Max around the same time. And him and Nima both said, well, this is so different. Like, no one else in Australia is doing this. We just want to jump on board and get on with it. And I thought of all the concepts. My mum and I actually made the costumes that I'm wearing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I went and designed them with Mom, and she sewed them up. And in terms of the coffin-shaped Barbie box, like, I sat down with Nima and we discussed everything. And we were just on the same wavelength. And I'm just crazy, like, it's just an expression of my mind. That's how I see it. Like, my mind is like abstract as hell. And this is just like, this is me. This is me in a nutshell.
Speaking of your mom, how's Mom about the whole career?
Yeah, well,
the idea of going into music.
They're good. Like, they've had some people and they're like, because my parents, they look pretty prim and proper. You know what I'm saying? And some people are like, oh, how do you feel about having a daughter like that? But they're like, they're really chill. Like, they're good parents. My parents are great. They're supportive of it. Like, you know, my mom, you know, like you walk into the house and she's Dutch, like of Dutch origin, full Dutch blood. And so, you know, they're all like European and like they feed you and feed you and feed you. And she'll be like, oh, you know, she's just like, do you want a cup of tea? You know, like one of those like little cutesy moms. And then it's like me and I'm like, It's so funny.
That is cool. So what's going on with you musically right now? We have Zombie Barbie out. The video's out. Are you working on a full album, EP? What are we looking at?
Yeah, I'm working on an album. You know, we're setting up a show as well, which is going to be awesome. And more and more details will be posted soon about that. But there's lots of great things to come. That is for sure.
It sounds like it. Are you enjoying your time here in the U.S.?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you know, I really loved it here, and the Americans are so nice. Like, I found everyone has been so nice, and I love everyone here. Sorry,
You're good.
I love everyone here, man. It was like they're awesome. They're totally chill, and yeah, I mean, I've just been having fun. They're in the parking lot just before. I had another top on, right, and it broke. It broke it up. So I literally just got changed. I just stripped off my shit in the parking lot and put a new top on. So this is what I'm saying. Like, Keith was totally chill with the whole thing.
It's all right. It happens.
Everyone's chill with the whole thing. Like, I love it, man. Like, everything, the best crazy stuff happens there. It's good. It's a good place.
Zombie Barbie is the name of the band. Talking with Lavitika, we're talking about album and everything like that. I listened to a couple of your songs.
Yeah,
very eclectic in the sense of the sound. Like you're a little bit of electronica bass going, a lot of rock going.
Yeah.
Like, do you define yourself in one genre, or you just whatever works?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a really interesting question. I don't really define myself in a genre. I kind of put it in the alternative or alternative rock or something around there because, you know, it is a mix of different things. I mean, I have a lot of people that say it's a bit like Manson, a lot of media that have, you know, compared me to Manson or even Lady Gaga, really. And then also bands like In This Moment and Maria Brink and that kind of thing. So it is a bit of a mixed match. I see it as whatever I feel is real to me, whatever a sound is that will express that emotion that I'm feeling. That's what I like to go with. And I'm like, I don't want to put myself in a box of, oh, you know, you can feel like this, but you can only express it in this way, you know. And so for me, music is freedom, and I just do what I like. And I mean, I love rock music. I mean, I love rock and metal and heavy stuff. I mean, it gets me pumped, like, but for me, you know, the electronica side of stuff as well, I mean, it's cool. And I guess, you know, I just like to bring it all together. And some of my stuff's heavier, some of it's lighter, some of it's, you know, got other influences. It's, yeah. So, I mean, whatever I like. And then I get a broader audience as well. That's what I found. Yeah.
Name some of your favorite bands.
Okay. So I love Slipknot. See what I'm saying about heavy stuff. I love, you know, Linkin. I love, like, a lot of Linkin Park's older stuff, mainly is honestly what I know most from them. I love them. Sum 41, you know, Blink 182, Marilyn Manson, even Rammstein.
Very, very eclectic then.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, I like some Adele stuff too, to be honest, but mainly heavier stuff. I like, actually, like Hailstorm In This Moment. Oh, there's just so many. Like, just to think off the top of my head, I love actually, Primer 55.
Primer 55.
I have just found out about.
Very good introduction.
I love Primer 55. Okay, 3 Days Grace. I don't know. There's so many new bands I've been finding out since I've been here.
That's awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you down the road. Look forward to the new album.
Thank
and I guess
you.
A remix is being done, or different mixes being done.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, remix is being done. That's going to come out soon as well with Zardonic. He's got like the number 3 album in Japan right now. It's number 3, I think. So he's amazing. He's so talented. I had the, you know, privilege of being able to work with him, and like so it's great stuff. So check him out, check me out, and yeah, like it's a lot of fun. Like, you know, it's all about listening to it and enjoying it and feeling good. So, you know, like that's what music does for me anyway. Yeah.
Zombie Barbie, the name of the group. Lavitika joining us in the studio. Thank you so much.
That's okay. Thank you so much, guys.